And at the same point of time, my husband had another prayer in his mind. We sing the Radha Lola song every day for Swami, before Swami retires. And there is a word, Rajita Vanamala. So my husband was actually imagining that how will Swami wear a Tulasi Mala and go to sleep? So he used to pray to Swami, okay, give me some clarity, Swami. What will you do with the Tulasi Mala? So will you take the Tulasi Mala from your neck and actually give it to us? His salutations at the lotus feet of our dearest Swami. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yat kripa tamaham valde paramananda madhavam. Sairam. This shloka is such a profound one because its meaning is so beautiful. The impossible becomes possible if Swami is on our side. And the simplest of the tasks can become impossible if Swami is not on our side. I do remember a beautiful incident related to this. A boy once asked Swami, Swami, it is said that a leaf cannot move if your will is not there. So every time a leaf needs to move, does it need to seek your permission? And Swami smiled. He said, the universe will cease to exist if my will is not there. And the universe will exist if my will is there. The boy was very confused. He did not understand what Swami was trying to say. So Swami called him very affectionately and told him, come here. My will is there. Your will is also there. Move your hands. And then the boy very comfortably moved his hands. In a minute, Swami told him that my will is not there, but your will is there. Now try moving your hands. And the boy, how much ever he tried to move, he just could not move his hands. And the boy got scared, and then Swami realized that he needs to make him understand, and he told him that this is what I'm trying to explain to you. And then the boy understood what Swami's will meant. Me and my Swami, today's topic. Swami is my prana sakha, my innermost essence. He is always there guiding and guarding me from within. So related to this topic, I would like to talk about Gayatri chanting. Now, way back in 2015, I lost my father, and it was extremely devastating for me. I was feeling extremely sad because I could not spend time with him in his last moments. Months passed by, and I was wondering what I should do to express my love for my father, because my father was not physically there to tell him that I loved him a lot, but I wanted to do something to express my love. So there was an urge in me to start a Gayatri chanting group. The reason being, my father used to always chant the Gayatri mantra. So I thought by starting this group, it would be good that a way of expressing my love for him. Sometime in 2016, I remember the date very vividly. It was January 21st. It was a Thursday. I was in the midst of my puja. The urge was so strong. So I created a WhatsApp group with a few members and started the Gayatri chanting group. And it started very beautifully. Very few members in the group, but we would request people to put in prayer requests. We would pray for Lokakshema. The main purpose of starting this group was for Lokakshema. I felt that I couldn't do anything much for my father in his last moments, but at least for so many millions of people who are actually suffering, we should be there to pray for them and give solace to the families. That was the main reason why this group was started in 2016. And I kept asking Swami for reassurances. And on April 20th, 2016, actually the day when my father passed away in 2015, so that day was a beautiful day because there was a surge in the Gayatri chanting counts. And so that was the first indication where I realized that Swami is with us in this journey. So months passed by, and to reiterate the fact that Swami is my Pranasaka and he is as close as a deepest friend could be, there's another incident which comes to my mind right now. We were in Singapore at that point of time, and we used to attend a lot of satsangs, and there was a very spiritually realized person whose satsang we attended. And after the satsang happened, he came close to my husband and hugged him. I don't know why he did that, but he did that for 3 consecutive days. And after we came back home, my husband felt some kind of a soothing feeling in his chest, a kind of a warmth. And we realized that some healing was happening, some kind of a healing that happened. So thereafter, a few months passed by, and we were doing some Narayana Seva, and we were having some personal challenges in the home front. So as we were doing the Narayana Seva, this uncle suddenly called up my number, and I was quite surprised because he doesn't have my number, and how did he call my number? So then as soon as I picked up the phone, I said, "Uncle, how are you?" And he said, "You seem to be in a fair bit of confusion. Why are you worrying? Swami is there with you, he will take care of everything." And I was pleasantly surprised, in fact, because how did he know that I was thinking of something? And he also mentioned that you're in the midst of Narayana Seva, please concentrate on that, stop worrying. So it was a clear indication that Swami was talking to us. And he also mentioned thereby that there's going to be a Dhanvantri Homam in Puttaparthi. So you and your husband should come. It's going to be a 3 days puja. My cousin will call you eventually and give you all the details. So we were wondering where this puja is going to be conducted and whose house. We had no indication whatsoever. And after 2 or 3 days, he called up my husband and told him, this is a continuation of the healing process, so you should attend. So we immediately decided that whenever the dates are fixed, we would come to Parthi for the puja. So his cousin apparently called us, and the dates were fixed, and both of us came to Puttaparthi for the puja. We did see a lot of miracles of Swami, and to cut it short, on the second day evening, he came to us and told us that he's going to be giving a Tulasi Mala, which Swami had asked him to give. And actually, at that point of time, I was asking Swami for a reassurance for the Gayatri chanting group. I keep asking him for reassurances. It gives a lot of peace, though we get some answer from Swami. And at the same point of time, my husband had another prayer in his mind. We sing the Radha Lola song every day for Swami, before Swami retires. And there is a word, Rajita Vanamala. So my husband was actually imagining that how will Swami wear a Tulasi Mala and go to sleep? So he used to pray to Swami, okay, give me some clarity, Swami. What will you do with the Tulasi Mala? So will you take the Tulasi Mala from your neck and actually give it to us? Or actually, that confusion was there. How will Swami sleep with the Tulasi Mala? So he wanted some clarity regarding that, and I wanted a clarity regarding the Gayatri chanting. But both of us did not talk to each other about our prayers. So when this uncle told that next day he is going to be giving a Vana Tulasi Mala, we didn't know actually what it was. So the third day morning when we went for the puja, uncle came in and there was a radiant smile on his face, and he had the Vana Tulasi Mala. It was actually a Tulasi Mala made of beads, the Vana Tulasi Mala. So he came and took out that Tulasi Mala and put it on my husband's neck. And the next minute, the words that he told was 21 lakh rounds of Gayatri chanting has been done using this Tulasi Mala. So continue to do the Gayatri chanting. So both our prayers were answered at the same time. And of course, I vividly remember a dream that our son told us also. He said that Swami came in my dream, Appa, and he said, is your father chanting the Gayatri regularly? So we keep getting these reassurances from Swami. So the best part of it was that both of us got our answers, and we had not discussed our prayers to each other. But after the answers came in, we felt so happy that Swami is there with us in each activity or whatever we think of. And some beautiful lessons I learned from these experiences is that, especially with respect to my father, I wanted to do something for him, started the Gayatri chanting group, but I think we should do whatever we can when they are around with us. Doing after the person leaves is fine, but spend more time with parents so that they get an assurance and they feel happy with children around. So I think we have to prioritize on our parents, be with them to see what they need and love them and do what we can to do them. I think Swami stresses on that, sure. And the second thing that I realized from this incident was that prayer, wherever we do the prayer, sometimes we think when in the Kulwant hall, for example, Swami is walking and we see Swami in physical form, we feel that prayer is more effective, but no. This prayer that my husband did was in the Swami room at Singapore. But Swami was listening to the prayers. So I think whenever we pray to Swami, we have to visualize and feel that he is there and he is listening to our prayers. Once we have that kind of thought process, then for sure Swami definitely listens to our prayers and he does answer. And the third very important thing that I learned was that the intent and thought process has to be pure. It's not that all the time we think our thought process is clear and pure. But this particular thought process of starting the Gayatri chanting group was for Lokakshema and to help the people who are actually going through a lot of suffering in their lives, especially health problems, to be in the journey with them. So when the intent is pure and selfless, Swami is definitely there with us. So these are the small learnings that I learned from these incidents. Sairam.